Urban Meyer, I was just thinking of shit we didn't talk about, bro. What do you think about when you see a coach do all that? Like, even the most selfish things we've seen from NFL head coaches, I've never seen anything like that.
I don't even watch football that much, and then the stuff I was just hearing about Urban Meyer was just like, wow. It's just an interesting thing, because it's like in college you can get away with a lot of stuff as a coach, because you in college you kind of like you could cover up everything. You got the power, especially at a place like Ohio State or Gainesville. Like, you got the power to really hide whatever is happening. You are the man. But then you go down to Jacksonville in the NFL, everybody's watching, everybody's questioning, and also players have the ability to question you. Before in college, it's like, we don't question you. We don't question what the coach says. We know he's the gatekeeper to us get to the NFL. But when you're in the NFL, it's like, nah, man, that shit ain't right what you did. So the ability for him not used to having people with voices, I think that's what kind of probably was a shocker for him. Players talking back to him, coaches talking back to him, the fans hated him, being in a position where even the quarterback was like questioning him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that. So it's like he tried to build an organization built on the college mentality and built on fear, which in the NFL, that does not work unless you build Belichick. But Bill Belichick doesn't really build it on fear. He just builds it on expectation, which is a whole different thing.
Yeah, he builds it on consistent expectation. And that takes, if you set a bar that's consistent and you're just matter of fact about it, and certainly different players get a little bit different leeway, but for that individual player, the expectations are clear. You must meet them. It takes all that awkward, like, how do I treat my players? Like, am I too authoritative? Can I be the cool guy here? What's my personality as a coach? If you just focus on the results and the expectation, then you can be yourself, but you just enforce that expectation. I think that's what Bill does a really good job of. And
Bill's the funniest motherfucker you ever met, though. His jokes in the goddamn meetings, you be like, damn, he talk about himself, we talk about everybody. But one thing I'll never forget that Bill Belichick did, he got in that meeting, in that spring meeting, and said, he started listing, we've won 22 AFC championships, and he started going off. So I don't care about your fucking opinions. I was like, damn, Bill, like, he goes to that meeting and tells about all the wins, quarterbacks, MVPs, and all this shit. It's like, this shit fucking works. And it's like, when he does that, that sets the tone. But when you can't do that, that doesn't set the tone. When you're a coach that comes in first year and you're trying to say, I'm going to change the Jacksonville Jaguars because I have proof. You don't have proof. Bill Belichick has proof, and when he drops his nuts and shows you everything, it just you kind of be like, all right, I got to fall in line, because whatever he's doing, it fucking works.
But you're right, though. It's such an arrogance, and it's a general, I don't think coaches generally, like, I don't want to throw stones at all coaches, but some coaches, because of where they came from, a la Urban Meyer in college and all the things you just outlined, like, they just have this arrogance, like, I can't be touched and I'm beyond reproach. And I think that's what happened in Jacksonville. And you made a really good point. Like, he's never checked in college, and the players.
He's doing some Antonio Brown shit.
Listen to the full podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. Wherever you want to get the podcast, you can get the podcast. Pretty simple. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Podcasts get pretty wild. This is real tame.